Okay, so here's the thing. Me and Jay usually do some kind of introduction before the show.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Either before we start recording the actual show or after.
Are you watching closely?
But we fucked up. We forgot to do that.
Boo! Boo! Boo!
And I realized this when I got home. It's been a long week.
I have been stabbed, shot, poisoned, frozen, hung, electrocuted, and burned.
But I digress. I'm just gonna use this opportunity to practice some mixing,
There's a shortage of perfect breasts in this world. It would be a pity to damage yours.
put in some funny clips.
Watch out for that first step, it's a doozy.
Tell me if you recognize what movies they come from, maybe.
That's your nocturnal.
That's maybe, but even for billionaire playboys, 3 o'clock is pushing it.
Anyway, I think that's enough. Okay, maybe one more.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Alright, thanks. Enjoy the show.
Shiny. Let's be bad guys.
Now playing Why the Hell Not with Jay and Costa.
Welcome back to Why the Hell Not? Take two. Why do you say take two? Because we're trying this all over again.
We realized that Jay's wires were fucked up.
And I would like to apologize. I take full effect of the problem there because I keep maintenance and I honestly have a thing about strangling myself when I masturbate. I don't know why.
It's his asphyxiation.
There you go.
Well,
I don't know the
autoerotic asphyxiation.
And for the people
fetish.
who do not want to hear about this, well, I want to say one thing. While you're listening to this is too bad to you. Now, Jay went on an excursion, an adventure, a journey of sorts. I went to another podcast of interesting things. It was fun. It was entertaining. It was miserable. No, I'm just kidding. It was a great time. It was Headspace on YouTube. Check them out. My friend Holden is the creator. My other friend, Chris Chrome, he is the co-host, and I was replacing their other member, Damon.
Yeah.
If I got the name wrong, I'm very sorry. You can kick my ass later. We reviewed, what was it? Logic's new album, Everybody. This was not for everybody, but everybody listened to it.
How was the experience recording at another episode, another podcast?
I felt like a dirty whore.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I missed my Costa.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
But you know what? It was fun. I would do it again, though. I'm a whore, and I must make my money.
You got paid?
No. No. I got SodaStream, though.
Oh, shit.
And now he's making me want to go buy one. Not to steal his thing, but to drink it.
And SodaStream, Jay was talking about it. It's basically like, you make carbonated water and you can add flavor to it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So anyways, we're not going to get off that so we don't jump on his bandwagon. So me and Costa, we went axe throwing. It almost ended into my death. Why? Because my friend Max is a special person.
Okay, so the rule is that when you go to retrieve your axe, no one should be throwing an axe.
And that did not happen.
Yeah.
I was bending down, and I don't know how you missed my big white ass.
That was pretty funny. Hey, good aim, right? Good aim.
Thank God he didn't hit me.
Maybe it's bad aim, and he was trying to hit
Thank God for
you.
the bad aim. Anyway, so I survived, and thank God it actually stuck into the board.
Oh, that was fun, though. That axe
we're going
throwing.
again.
The thing about it is I found it was difficult, but when you actually got it to stick in the board, it was so fucking satisfying.
You know what I realized was, for me, I couldn't use the smaller axes because I was whipping them too hard, and I didn't know how to regulate the power in the throw. But as soon as I started using the other axes, and I had a good time. But we also learned that we were not scoring things properly. But whoever won legit. But it was basically whoever had out of 3 shots or 2 shots, the better score goes up.
Yeah, but the way we scored it, where we took 3 shots and we counted each point for everything, I think it still would have added up to the same winner.
No, not for me. Because out of 3
there could have
times,
been like Yeah.
I'll explain it.
guess.
I might have came last.
All right.
Still, like that, 100%. We could have got the same result.
Right.
But a lot of times I still stuck it in, but it was either off the target, not on the target.
Yeah.
It was still in the board, but it was. I hit more times, like on my third try or my fourth try. If I did sometimes 4 times because people were taking too long, and I was like, I'm gonna go again. So I went and I started hitting things. And I started
good old Jay cheating.
I didn't cheat because people looked at my thing. They're like, nah, you went 4 times. We're taking the 3 times. People are competitive. I understand. I'm a competitive person too. But at that situation, I wasn't because I had a good time. And you know what? That kind of brings me up to a point. I'm a person that doesn't like to get out of his comfort zone sometimes. And it wasn't a comfort thing this time. It was just getting up and doing an activity.
Well, you know what, though? Going out of your way to do something new is kind of like breaking out of your comfort zone, in my opinion.
I respect that.
Like, you could definitely have told yourself, "Oh, it's far. It's out of the way. Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to spend the money to do this." You could have made up excuses, but you didn't. You stuck with it,
and that was the best part.
We all
about it.
did.
And the best thing about that night was we all had a good time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we had to split up into 2 teams after that night. Costa went to go to the casino, and Jay went to go see Avengers of the New Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Jesus.
I just created a name for the next series.
Right.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I'm not going to spoil it. Wasn't as good as the first one, but still very good. Music was very good. And Dave Bautista, you're a fucking rock star.
First one is hard to beat, though. In all defense, I like the first one a lot.
Was Avengers 2 better than Avengers 1? I don't remember.
No, Avengers 1 was better.
Oh, that's so true.
With Ultron?
Ultron was shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is hard to beat.
But you know what's funny? I was just thinking about that. You know what? Suicide Squad 2 could actually be better than the first one because the first one a lot of people didn't like.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. So there's hope. A new hope.
They said that about Man of Steel as well.
Man of Steel was actually amazing.
I liked Man of Steel. I don't understand what everyone
wants.
Darker Superman. This is what you get for darker Superman. Stop complaining he's too dark.
No, but actually, it was the opposite with reviews. A lot of people liked Man of Steel. They just didn't like
Henry Cavill?
No, they loved Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
People didn't like Superman versus Batman.
Yeah, okay, but a lot of people said that Man of Steel was shit too.
I didn't see that. I saw a lot. But you know what? At the end of the day, every single superhero movie is going to sell out. People are going to say it wasn't as good. It's like Superman Returns was horrible at some points.
Yeah.
But it still made money.
At most points. Yeah, it did make money.
Every single movie makes money. Unless, I got to say one thing is, you got to calm down with the advertisements. And that's for every single movie out there. Movies that have least advertising are always better than when they have too many. Because after time, you can find out the whole story through the trailer.
I did that with, what's that movie called?
Star Wars?
No.
I saw Rogue One yesterday.
And you said you didn't like it.
I wasn't a big fan. Until the very end.
I'm so curious.
Until the very end.
Okay.
We'll have
to discuss this after. But what movie was it? Shutter Island. I predicted the whole thing just by watching the trailer.
How many trailers did you watch?
Just one.
I didn't do that.
The first time.
My hat's off to you.
The first time, I'm like, I bet you he's the crazy one.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie. When I actually went to see the movie in theaters, I was watching it and I'm like, okay, no, maybe he's not the crazy one. So the movie actually did a good job convincing me that he was actually sane. But then at the end, he was crazy. And I'm like, well, the trailer did ruin it for me in the end. So fuck you. Stop with the trailers. Like, you can do teasers. I don't mind. Give us teasers for days. But a whole trailer that brings us from the beginning to the end, like, come on, man.
A trailer should always be a minute and a half, and that's it.
It should be, yeah.
That's it.
A minute and a half is even too long sometimes.
It is.
Yeah.
And depending on the scenes. Like, honestly, we'll go through the whole, we'll use the superhero conundrum with trailers right now. Never show us your big fight scene. Like when they showed the fight scene in what's it called? Captain America, when they had Iron Man and Captain Civil War.
Yeah.
And they had the airplane,
right.
And like I knew the
that amazing choreography in that fight scene. It was beautiful choreography, but then you watch the movie and you're like,
that's it.
That's what I saw in the trailer. Like that's everything that I saw in the
trailer.
Why would you give me that?
Why would
you
do that? You know what would have been perfect? Show me the chase on the bike on the trailer. When he was chasing
Black Panther?
Yeah. That would have been a perfect trailer there because you showed us new characters.
Right.
Keep Spider-Man hidden.
Yeah, that
Till
was
the
another
very
thing.
end.
Yeah, but that brings people to the seats, especially younger kids.
No, you know why? Because I disagree. Because I'm pretty sure if you know what would have happened, a lot of people went to go see it. Then I'm pretty sure a lot of people are like, "Oh, Spider-Man's gonna be in. I don't want to see it too much now."
I don't agree.
Those are those people.
I
Because
don't agree
what
at
happens
all.
If, okay, maybe the first week wouldn't have done as good, but then week 2 would have been like, oh, "Spider-Man's in it. I gotta go."
Okay, I see that point. But I guarantee you, no one said I'm not gonna see a Civil War because Spider-Man's
My
in it.
least favorite superhero,
Oh,
but I really
yeah.
like the kid.
Did you see Civil War? Did you watch it?
I bootlegged it.
You watched it?
Not in theater.
No, but you can't
There
say
you
that
go.
you wouldn't have bootlegged it without Spider-Man in it either.
Anyways, in other words, you're right. I gotta give you, but we're gonna get off this subject of superhero.
Yes,
and movies.
we bore all the ladies that
So
listen
let's
to
go
us.
back to
There are no
Rage.
ladies that listen to us.
Let's go back to Rage Montreal,
Yes.
that environment where we did. It was nice. It kind of reminded me of a good old time, like when you're kids, in a way, where you all get
And
your
throwing axes
No,
in
no,
the
no,
backyard. Yeah, that was
No,
that was
it's
a
not
good
that.
childhood.
No, the reason I say that is because it's like a play date.
Okay, Jay.
Kind of weird, eh?
Okay, Jay.
But no, wasn't
could
it
get
nice
into this.
having a group of friends together? Sometimes it's so hard, and it brought like I got to take credit for myself for a moment. Like it was nice that I actually planned it,
Yeah.
and we all got together, and it was like I was dependable in that situation.
You were dependable in that situation.
And because I did that, we had a great time. I'm not taking credit for the great time. I'm taking
No,
credit for
for actually scheduling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
and
appreciated that.
it made all of us come together. And it was my friends. Okay, so we had multiple groups. I have 3 groups of friends. I have
3 friend zones,
Yeah.
if you will.
I have my French friends, my Jew friend, and Chinese friend. And then I had you and Glenn. I mean, everybody knows Glenn is Mowgli. Mowgli, Glenn. There you go. Fuck you, Mowgli. So we were all there. We were all throwing axes, and I'm like, the only thing I have to say is it's a bit pricey.
It is pricey. Holy fuck! When you told me how much it cost, that's because Jay's such a good friend that he fucking paid for me on my birthday.
Well, it's his birthday. You got to pay for him.
Anyway,
Happy birthday.
Thank you again.
It's
you
not even
really
that.
didn't have
but
to
the
do
pricey
that.
part was because, well, it's okay. I had cash on me, so I didn't mind it. Like it was, I didn't go through I'm trying not to use my debit card right now. I'm trying to
Right.
save as much. So I had cash, and I'm like, I'll pay for it. At the end of the day, I did it because you and Dennis were their birthdays were similar times. I'm like, hey, let's do this for these guys. We went out. At the end, you went to the casino, and I went to see the movie.
Yeah, I met up with Billy for his birthday. Lots of birthdays in May.
Fucking May babies.
Very unoriginal.
And then the week before was Tina's birthday at Oregano's. How was your experience at Oregano's?
It was okay. I would say that the average age of everyone in that restaurant was 74. We brought it down by about 10 years. It was nice.
Tina, if you're listening to this, you need to go and...
No, it was a nice restaurant.
Tina,
it had good food.
You're becoming a 95-year-old woman.
I had veal...
Parmesan?
Veal masala? Masala? What?
I don't like masala.
You don't like mushrooms?
No.
You don't
I
like
like mushrooms only in the psychedelic formation.
Okay, I love mushrooms.
Okay, so I know I'm getting you for your birthday next year on our discovery.
I meant the edible mushrooms. The
edible.
I guess they're all edible. I mean the ones that don't get you fucked up. I never tried the other ones.
Yeah, I don't want you to.
But no, I fucking love that when it's a cream. When it's a cream with mushroom on top. Oh, delicious! It was good. Fuck.
Jay does not like it.
Why?
Jay don't like it.
Why?
It's just creamy mushroom sauce. Disgusting.
You for all the shit you talk about Mowgli. I mean Glenn.
I just don't like 2 things: tomato.
Yeah.
Like just tomato pieces. Like I need tomato pieces.
Yeah, tomato and mushrooms, right?
Mushrooms, so what's wrong?
Yeah. That's exactly what Glenn doesn't like.
But Glenn doesn't. Okay, actually, here's a funny thing. So Saturday night, after the podcast, me and Arsenault and Mowgli, they're like calling me the whole time while I'm doing the podcast, and I finally call him like, "Hey, I'm done. What are you guys doing?" He's like, "Oh, about to take Arsenault home." I'm like, "Fuck, all right." I'm like, "Hey, but you want to do something? Let's hang out." They're like, "Yeah."
Look at Jay getting out of the house.
So they meet me at my house. I drove like a maniac from NDG to La Salle. I'm here. We ended up going out for dinner at 11 o'clock at night. We went to Chinatown to Beijing. And you know what? We made jokes the whole night because if you don't know this, because you guys obviously don't, Mowgli, we go for breakfast once in a while. I would say at least 2 times a month. And he always gets the most like generic breakfast, like one single toast, some like an egg and 3 pieces of bacon. And you know what's the funny part? Half the toast is to the left, maybe half an egg because they're scrambled. And then
that boy doesn't eat.
He doesn't eat.
He wants to
gain weight, but then in the day, gaining weight, it's like gaining half a pound a year.
He listens to this, and thank you so much for listening to this.
Yeah, you can come fight me.
You gotta
after.
eat if you want to build the muscles.
But this is the best part. So we end up going to Beijing, and you know what? I found out something. Beijing, you're really good. The food was great. A little too expensive for my taste. VIP, here I come. Why? Because my friend Dennis told me VIP is cheaper.
What's VIP? Is that another restaurant?
Yeah, there.
Oh, okay. I don't know the restaurant.
Okay, so we ordered. What did we get? And I'm getting hungry now, but we got like beef and broccoli, fried rice, sweet and sour pork dumplings, 1 egg roll for Mowgli, and we got like I think did I say beef and broccoli?
Yeah.
No. Well, we got all these bunch of foods. At the end of the day, we get our bill. It was $95.
Was it dim sum?
Dim sum?
Yeah, like they bring it to you in trays, and you choose what you want from the tray.
No.
It was actually like
we had to
from a menu
we had to write
okay.
it down.
Okay,
but we made a mistake. You know what we should have done? We should have took like one of those like they had preset menus, like a number 5, like you'd order from LaSalle or where you live.
Yeah,
you go say, look, and you pick it up and or you bring it home. But you could do that there too.
Yeah,
we didn't do that.
Take out.
No, you don't have to take out. You can have the meal. You can choose a meal plan.
Right.
I need it there.
Oh, okay.
But we didn't do that, so we ended up spending $95. And it was good. Overall, it was good because you know why it was.
Is that $95 for 3 people?
Yeah,
that's good,
bruh. I did the calculations like last. It's like almost $30 a person.
31 something. Yeah,
no, it's not that great.
30.
Like if I'll tell you, if that was $20 each, because you know what's the funny part is as soon as so we left, and why was it such a good time? Is because we were downtown and Scumbag Jay came out, and I'm just yelling at people, making jokes, having a great time, and getting out of my comfort zone, but enjoying myself. And then from there, we drove a bit downtown, listening to great music, having a good time. And we pull up into, into where I work.
Yeah.
And I showed them where I work. They finally saw what I do and stuff. They laughed. Then we came back to LaSalle.
They laughed because they saw he doesn't actually have a job. He actually,
panhandle.
Yeah, he panhandles on the street.
No, I don't.
Sometimes he has like a flute or what he thinks it's a flute. It's actually just a piece of bamboo that he found in a dumpster.
Flute. I'm like
he's like, I could play this for money.
Why am I Irish now?
I don't know. Fuck.
Anyways, so we ended up coming back to LaSalle. We're having a good time. We chilled a bit. They saw me play wrestling. Then we watched Archer for a second. They left.
Oh,
but it was a great
Archer.
time. It was fun. This new season sucks.
Well, there's only been I've only seen 2 episodes.
I'm not enjoying Dreamland.
Oh, I'm gonna give it a chance.
Oh, I'm gonna finish it because it's Arthur. It's Arthur. Wow.
It's Archer.
Everybody come and play. Hey, no, it's not that one. It's Archer, but it's just like I don't know. I'm not too fan. I kind of want him to. Anyways, we're not gonna go into Archer right now. We're gonna start doing reviews on things after to make more content, but we're not. So now we like to make jokes. We like to talk about our lives. So now we're gonna go into a subject. What is the subject? The everyman dependable person. Is he a good thing? Is he a bad thing? Is he something you need? And when is it too much? When is it too little? Now, Costa, what's your experience about being dependable? Because I think you're a dependable guy.
You
and
do?
I think that's not a good thing, and it is a good thing at the same time. It's so contradiction of myself.
No, I don't think it's a contradiction. I think that everything is good and bad in moderation, right? I mean, fuck, what was the chocolate? Every fucking month there's an article on the news, a news story about how chocolate is good for you. Science says that chocolate is good for you. Oh, but don't eat too much chocolate.
They say
it's
one beer a day is very good for you.
Shit. Or a glass of wine, like, thanks for like.
But who has one glass?
Shit anyway. So, like, about dependability. What do you mean about dependable? Like, do you mean like they'll pick you up from the airport?
So here's the situation. What do I mean? It's like I'm a dependable person.
You lend them money and they won't run away.
No, I got a situation that happened to me recently.
Okay.
So a mutual friend of ours, I'm not going to name names because it will start an argument. So he finished work. I gave him a lift the other day. There was no problem. The second day he called me, but I was hanging out with my mom because I'm a mama's boy. And then at the end, I gave him a call, and he's like, "Oh, I'm chilling at a place." I'm like, all right, you want me to come pick you up after? He's like, "Yeah, if you don't mind." So I'm leaving my house early, and I start work at 12:30 at night. So I end up leaving my house at 10:45. I'm already down the street, and he's like, "Yeah, frick it, I'm gonna stay here and hang out." And I'm like, "I'm not gonna go back home now." So I go to work early.
Okay.
So I'm like, me being a dependable person, I'm just like, I'm so fed up with people taking advantage.
Okay, so you feel like when you're the dependable person, that you're being taken advantage of.
I believe every certain group has that one person that's dependable, and they get taken advantage too much. Now, when is it right to say fuck off, and when is it wrong to say it? Like, obviously, if he needs a lift from the hospital, yeah, you go help. But it's like he needs a lift because he got a sprained wrist and he could walk. And you find out you go there and he's like, "Oh, I didn't need you." Something like that. Then you should be able to say fuck off, because people take advantage. That's the whole thing about this world. Everybody wants to be nice, but they also want to take as much as they can.
Yeah. You can't really blame them for that, though.
No, you should. I'm not talking about blaming them. I'm talking about blaming yourself. Now, is it wrong for you to say no? No, it isn't. But you got to be smart about it.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I've heard, you read up on all these like self-help shit and stuff, and they always say no more.
There's so much of that stuff now.
It's fucking weird, because on the one side you get the people who are like, you're unhappy because you try to make everyone else happy. You have to say no to people more. And then on the other side there's like, say yes to everything. So completely contradictory. Like, yeah, obviously they mean yes to new experiences, not yes to, like, picking up their dog from the fucking dog groomers. But basically, we're getting these mixed signals.
Oh, mixed signals.
Yeah.
I could write a book about those. How many girls I've hit on and I've got a mixed signal.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy, Jay.
Yeah. Oh, here comes one. I'll talk about that a bit later, about something that happened to me recently. Kind of pissed me off, but I'm not going to let it ruin my life.
All right, I'm curious, but
till later.
Yeah, let's finish.
Well, I'll give you a situation. It's like,
wait. So, in your mind, what is a dependable person? Again, like, is it just picking someone up? Like, what about?
It's someone you can count on. If it's wrong
someone
or
that
right,
you could count on.
Obviously, if we're talking about moving a body, then no, I'm not going to be dependable on that. But it's like I'm the type of person who's like, even if I have something to do, if I can take 10 minutes to go out of my way to help you, I'll do it.
Okay. Do you ever feel, because right now you're talking about things where you're dependable, do you ever feel like you're not dependable, that you could have been dependable, that it wouldn't have gotten out of your way to be dependable?
What do you repeat the question, please?
So, have you ever felt not dependable?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever felt that way when later you thought, "Oh, I really could have done this"?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Everyone has in life.
So, could you think that all those times that you were not dependable, that you kind of like thought, maybe I could have been a little more dependable about this situation, do you think that balances with all those times that you felt used or taken advantage of?
I'm at this point right now in my life where I can answer this question honestly. I feel like I'm at, like, if we got to give me a scale, like, we'll give it like out of 10, I'm 8 for a dependable level, and then there's that 2 where I say fuck off.
Okay.
And you know what? I am a
dependable 80% of the time.
Yeah. And that's how I feel.
But here's the thing. I don't think that you're not dependable if you say no.
It's just, but this is the thing. It comes down to a person's character, right? Now this is what I was going to bring up, a question to you. Let's say both of us have 20 friends. Only 20 friends. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Okay.
20 is a lot. I think it's a lot.
So we have 20 good real friends.
Wow. You're making me really popular.
Yeah. But me, I was looking at that number and I'm like, okay, I can depend on this guy, I can depend on that guy, I can depend on that guy. And I look at it and I'm like, I have, out of 20, I think I have only 3 dependable friends.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think that's bad.
Well, because you're doing a ratio thing.
No, I'm actually being serious. Like, I really thought about it, and I thought hard about it.
I mean, like,
male and female. I don't know.
No, but I mean, like, because you're comparing it to how many good friends you have and how many of those people you have that are dependable. Because you could look at that and, compared to someone who has 3 really good friends, but he doesn't think any of them are dependable. right? You still have a better percentage, even though your percentage is low, right?
I'm seeing where
so you're still in a better scenario than him.
I'm just using it as like out of those 20 people, out of all those 20 people, I've done something for them.
Yeah. Okay.
And then when it comes down where I need something, I'll give you an example. One time, my car needed to be something for my dad. It was a car, and I had to bring it to the garage station. It was 9 o'clock in the morning, and I have two friends that I could call. One of their answers was, "Nah, man, I'm sleeping. I don't want to help you." Okay, motherfucker.
Wait, what time did you say it was?
9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh shit! Yeah.
On a Monday.
Okay. Yeah.
On a Monday or Tuesday. And then I had another friend, and he's just like, "Sorry, man, I can't. I don't have my car, or I can't do it." And like, you pass by their house because it's on the way, and you see that they have their car, and it just makes me think, it's like, okay, well, if it's gonna be like that from now on, I'm not gonna become a complete dick, because I'm not gonna make a cycle of being dicks. I'm gonna be straight up, and I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, well, man, you're not dependable. You're not a good, like, if I can't count on you, don't count on me." And I told him. Because I've done many things for that person.
Yeah.
So it's fair.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
That doesn't make you a not dependable person.
Then they try to guilt trip you.
But then
it comes down to the question, those are users.
That's on them. That has nothing to do with you.
100% right, my friend. But
yeah.
Unfortunately, in this world, people are not like that.
Yeah.
So the reason why I brought this up is because I personally feel like both of us are very dependable people. How do you say? We're here every Monday the last few months, and then every Monday in 2 weeks we do this thing. Look, right now we just had a big fail. We could have just said, no, let's not do this and go home, right?
Yeah, with our wires and shit.
But we're here, we're putting out content for you, the viewer.
You, the listener.
A viewer, listener, same thing.
Viewer, listener.
There you go.
Made possible by viewers like you. And remember that PBS slogan thing?
The telecoms, remember those telethons?
Oh, yeah.
We should have a telethon.
I remember one time, I think I was in Toronto, like in a hotel room, and they were just playing Batman Marathon.
I would watch that.
Yeah, and it was for the telethon. Every time the movie ended, it would be like the telethon would be back, and it's like, I'll put up with this shit for 15 minutes to watch another Batman movie. Sure, why not?
Just go out of the kitchen, make yourself a sandwich.
Yeah,
and you come back, it's done.
It's like, oh, I should really donate. It's starting. Yeah, Batman's starting. And now Donald Trump wants to get rid of PBS. But
really?
Yeah, man.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, the Republicans have been wanting it. Well, Mitt Romney was the last one to bring it up, I think.
Why would you want to get rid of PBS?
Because it's public broadcasting. The government pays for it.
Oh, I can understand that. Yeah, well, just let them get bought out.
Yeah, but
HBO buy PBS.
The whole idea is that, you don't have to put up with like commercials. Companies going in and like controlling what you watch.
I'm for that. I'm for especially in Quebec.
Fuck, why was that so hard to get out?
I don't know. I'm actually that's another thing. We're going to go off track for 2 seconds. I'm for that because in Quebec, I don't know if you realize, but we're forced to pay certain things. Like, if you look at your TV bill.
I think we're forced to pay a certain thing everywhere, Jay.
That's true, but we're forced to pay for
they're called taxes.
So if you're French, you want to watch French TV, you should have that option. I agree. Now, if you're an Anglophone and you just want English TV, you should have that option too.
Right.
But we have to save the Canadian channels. We have to save every single thing. We're forced on every single Canadian part of this province or this country.
Yeah.
We're forced to pay a certain fee for something.
Okay.
It's like with the cell phones. We're supposed to pay, we're paying a service charge, and then we're paying a 911 tax, and we're paying another thing.
Yeah.
So it's like we're forced all these things. But then again, like my bill for cable, oh God forbid. I just got into an argument with my friend on Xbox because he's telling me he's getting 126 megabytes per second downloading with Videotron. I just saw their thing. I'll show it to you after.
Okay.
But it's like, and then I'm with Bell, and I got into an argument with my parents because we're with Bell because of one channel.
Oh, yeah.
International channel. We're Brazilians. We want to listen to Brazilian TV.
Oh, no, I understand it. My parents are the same with Greek television. Said a million times we should get rid of TV. Oh, but the Greek channels. It's like, well,
learn how to use the computer.
Yeah, well, my parents do know, and we actually have Cody Box. I don't know why they keep. Well, my dad doesn't know how to use.
Oh, but I'm not gonna lie. The Cody Box thing is a little bit difficult sometimes.
Yeah, but we have it set up.
What happens if it goes down? That's what I can understand.
Yeah, There's that.
Anyways, from there, what else? Anyways, like another thing, I'm dependable for my parents. But you know what? I'm not going to go into that. But I'm dependable to them because I'm never going to say anything there. But we have to be.
We have to be. We have to be. Even though sometimes we aren't.
Maybe I'm not talking about dependable. Maybe I'm talking about taking advantage.
I think
it brings up questions.
I think what you wanted to talk about is when you feel taken advantage of. When do you say enough is enough? Basically,
that's a hard question, my friend.
Could be. Depends who you feel you're being taken. You're being used by. Really, like if you have a really good friend and you feel like you're being used by them, that shit gets a little that hurts.
So,
you know.
Yeah, it does. It sucks. And another thing. Okay, so I want to change float from this conversation now to bring up my story
about the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us.
So I was talking to you one time, and we are talking about online dating. And you're like, let's. I started to listen to you, and I'm like, you're like, online dating is not the greatest. So I'm like, I went to a girl that I know I've talked to in the past, and she told me, I'm like, hey, I was thinking maybe me and you could go out, and she's like, look, I'm seeing someone right now. I'm not too interested. I think it was a couple days later. I saw her on PLF. I started laughing. I was like back in the day, I would have been angry, but I'm like, should I confront the person?
What's the point?
I don't know. Did
you?
No, I didn't yet. What do you think personally? Should I go and be like, hey, look, I know I asked you out before, but I saw you on this now. I just want to straight up ask you, like, are you interested, or maybe you just like?
I say you don't confront her.
No.
No, because then that shows that you care, and you don't want to give off that feeling that you care. Also, like, why bother? You might make yourself angry. No. Like, it might hurt. I don't know. Are you hurt by it?
No, I'm not hurt by it. It made me laugh, though.
Yeah.
But it made me, I'm not going to lie, it made me think. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe there is something wrong with me. But it's not that. I just, like, I saw it and I was like, okay, well, that sucks.
People say, that they want to be rejected straight up, right?
I'd rather.
Well, honestly, I think I would too. But there's always that little part of you that doesn't want it.
Because you know what I think about it? It's like, yeah, it might, like if I'm really invested and I'm really interested, it's like, look, in my past, there was a situation with a girl that I was completely head over heels. And I'll give you the rundown with this. So I was so friend zoned, we'll call it. But it was a weird friend zone because it wasn't a friend zone where, like, how can I say this? Where I didn't get anything. Like we went dance, we would grind, we would kiss, we would, like, I remember going to the bars with her and I would take shots off her breasts and her chest and in between her crotch, like shots off the bar, and we have a crazy time. But it never involved. And it's like, no, I'm not interested. But why are you doing these things with me? Like, why are you?
She sounded like she was thirsty.
Thirsty, but not for thirsty
like
for me.
She was thirsty. Yeah.
Not for me.
But
it's all right.
That's it. That's the unfortunate part, right?
But like, you know what?
She was thirsty.
If she would have been like straight up like, yeah, but it's like another thing is it comes down to things like, why do girls take the greatest guys, or even guys, and guys do this too, and like they play the person to that point, and it's like, you're basically my boyfriend or girlfriend, but I'm not going to give you that relationship status, and I'm also not going to even be associated to you in that way. But while doors are closed, we're pretty much dating.
I'm not gonna let you stick it in.
Pretty much. But it's just weird.
I'm not gonna let you stick it in.
Anyways, so it's happened to me.
I'll let you get it close, but I'm not gonna let you stick it in.
Yeah, it's happened to me. Does it happen to you?
No.
Oh, you're better. No. Good for you.
No, well, I mean,
Asshole.
it's not like, I get with every girl I want. No, it's not that at all. It just, I get involved with the girls who know that they don't want anything to do with me, I guess. I guess it's like that.
That happens with me too, my friend. That happens with me too. I'm in a slump right now. It's like I'm at the plate and I'm striking out all left, right, and center. But it's all right. It's a part of life. Right now, I'm on a discovery, a journey of trying to find out who I am as a person. Because I feel like in life we have an idea who we are, but it evolves.
Who's that baseball player that was on The Simpsons? Barry
Bonds?
Barry Bonds? Yeah. He
well, there's always been a bunch of players that have been on it. Simpsons been on for like 30 years now.
Because this joke relies on me getting the right player. He was, tested positive.
Yeah, it's Barry Bonds.
Yeah. I was gonna say, How many times did Barry Bonds strike out until he started taking?
I didn't start taking steroids, guys, so I can hit it, but you never know.
so
No,
you
it's
can
because
hit
right
it.
now I'm in that, like, in high school I had a girlfriend, and out of high school maybe a couple years I had a girlfriend, and then I went on a dry spell, a really bad dry spell, and then I met my ex,
Right.
and now I'm at the same boat.
The Wicked Witch of the
I
North.
have nothing bad to say about her. I wish her the best luck, whatever. But
Wait.
I'd be very happy if I never see her again.
Were the North and South witches the good witches, and the East and the West were the bad ones? Yeah,
I don't know. There's
it
a
was
show.
that.
Did you know there's a show?
Yeah. Well, they got a whole lore of it. Like,
Yeah, I know there's a lore, but there's
yeah.
actually a TV show on TV now.
Oh, now there's
There's
a
a
TV,
TV show on TV, but it actually looks really good. I'll
TV
find that-
show on my toilet.
I don't know if it's called Oz. It's not Oz because they had Oz.
No, that's a show about prison.
I thought it was a good show.
I never watched it.
A lot of people liked it. It's like The Shield. It was on HBO or something.
I don't know.
Anyways.
I never watched it.
Liquor and Horse.
What?
Huh?
What did you say?
Liquor and Horse?
Liquor and Horse.
Yeah.
That song.
Liquor and Horse. Don't know the rest of the song, but it's a fucking crazy song. Anyway.
Anyway.
So, I just, it also, why did I bring up that whole story? Is because I'm a dependable guy, and I get taken advantage a lot. There you go.
I'm going to be honest with you, Jay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that story had to do with
I don't know. I'm
dependability.
trying to tie it in. I'm trying to tie it in. Try not to lose anybody.
That story had nothing to do about being dependable.
Oh, no. If I go into I see that's the problem is I can't go into detail about my relationships.
All right.
Because if I do, I don't know if it's going to come and bite me in the ass, and I'm not willing to take that risk.
Of course. At least not until we start getting paid.
Oh, if I got paid to all you hoes out there who I've dated, you guys are a game.
If you'd like to donate to us, we'll start dropping names. I'll start opening up more about my stories.
Pay me.
Just all you got to do is hit that donate button that we don't have. So
There you go, until our website that hasn't been put up yet.
but you can definitely find us online and say, "Hey, I want to give you some money."
Yeah,
I wanna
we're
give you
on
some
Facebook. You
dough.
can message us there.
Yeah.
You can message Jay Vieira, or you can message us on Why the Hell Not with Jay and Costa on Facebook. You can tweet us at Why the Hell Not Podcast. You can Instagram us. We're all there. You can just, we're whores. We're putting ourselves
Yeah,
out.
we're putting
Social.
ourselves out there for your money.
No,
No, I'm just kidding. We do this because we love it.
I love
We
hell
love
out of this.
talking to each other.
I'm starting to feel like I should go into comedy sometimes.
Oh shit. So
But I would like to sit down with
it's kind of funny that because I was thinking the other day, I'm like, okay, gotta fucking get up on an open mic stage. But I think what might help me is if I had someone to do it with. Not at the same time, but like we say, okay, let's sign up. We do it together. We do 5 minutes each. Just so we push ourselves to actually write something. If you want to do that, Jay,
I think the first step is us taking the improv class.
yeah, I mean,
Just to break out of my comfort zone for
honestly,
that.
improv and stand-up are completely
No,
different.
I don't mean
animals.
it. It's just to break out of our, so I can learn
Free lesson
Yeah.
on
someday.
Saturday, May 29th at Montreal Improv. No, it's probably the 27th.
Okay, well, we'll think about it. If we're both off, we'll go.
Yeah. I've been thinking about going back to improv so
I'm
bad.
down to go do it. It's a class. It should be fun.
It's so great. Okay,
There's something to do.
so here's my pro tip of the day. Fucking do improv. No, honestly, just
So hard.
just fucking do improv.
Just stick the tip in.
No, it'll because I feel it now. I feel it. It's been how many years? 2 years since I did improv, and I'm not as fast as I used to be. Like
Yeah.
quick-minded.
And who knows? It could help us out with this.
It helps us out with podcasting for sure. It would. For sure, it would.
You know what? Be prepared, world, because we're going to be out here. And you know what? We're not doing this for the money. We're not doing this for the fame. We do this because we want to. We have 20 viewers maybe once a week. We might have 5. But we do that for 5 people. We do that for 20.
If we could
thank
put
you.
a smile on one person's face,
Thank you.
then we know that we did our job. And, we paid them.
Thank you, Mowgli, for getting my money.
Oh, shit. But, no, improv would really help. It helps in all aspects of life.
That's it.
All aspects of life. I think
That's a positive message.
it really is. You just got to try it. Jeremy was in my improv class too for 2 2
For people who
levels.
do not know who Jeremy is, he's a nice individual. He was a part of us in the beginning.
He was part of the original Why the Hell Not? Back when we were called something else.
Completely.
Oh.
What were we called back then?
3 morons and a mic?
Yeah, I forgot about
that was the name that
It was
we came
Moron
up with.
3.
3 morons and a mic.
I was Moron 2 and Costa was Moron 1.
Yep. Because first is the worst, second is the best.
That's right.
Ironically, I should be third because I'm the one with the hairy chest.
Is that what it was?
First is the worst, second is the best, third is the one with the hairy chest.
I've never heard that one.
People say treasure chest. They change it all around, you know.
Yeah, so I'm just. I don't want to know.
Sure, I'm sure.
I don't want to look
I'm sure
for your
you could
treasure
change
chest.
it with like third is the one with the jizz on his chest. It all depends. Like
That's
what,
exactly. Sorry, Jeremy. You're not coming out big with this.
whatever you want it to be, really.
Yeah.
But
And on that note, we leave you with this positive message that we want. You should go out there and experiment, experience, and live.
yeah, it was a lot of fun this week. Just going out doing something different. What's the next thing we do?
I think we're gonna go bowling.
Bowling's good. I also think that we should do Escape the Room.
I will do it, and then we're gonna do paintballing.
Oh,
But I
paintballing. Oh, we got to write all this stuff down.
But
'cause I'm
the one that I'm looking forward to the most is more in the summer. I'm going to
What's
see
that?
how it's going to be done because we're going to need to plan this one very well. It is archery paintball.
Oh, archery. Wait, what's archery paintball?
What I just said. It's basically you have paint on a bow, like there's a ball,
Oh, right.
and you just shoot
and you
people.
shoot people with it? Yeah. Well, I'd like to try archery. There's only one place in Montreal that has archery.
Where?
It's somewhere on the other side of the island. Fuck that shit.
Why not? We can do it.
You know what? That's a good business. Anyone want to invest in a fucking just rent some space, charge $50?
Where can we do that? We need a big plot of land. Huh. Get back at us. Maybe we have a business tip. You know, like a tip of an archery.
Yeah. So it was a short one this week. Thanks for listening.
I appreciate you.
And I appreciate you too.
Thanks. I was talking to the viewers.
Yeah. No, me too.
I'm making sure.
Yeah,
You're looking deeply in my eyes.
No, not at all.
I love you too.
Oh my God.
Bye.
Bye.